Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm a little tired. But tomorrow's Friday, so yay.
I am suddenly joined by many cats.
How many do you have?
Oh, we have 3, but
Oh, wow.
I tried to come into this room to be able to have a call and not be disturbed. And immediately 2 of the cats were like at the door, like, oh, us too.
Mhm. Is hosting. Never remember. Where is it? I'm blanking now.
Oh, the thing to put in for a host, the caret up on participants. No. Click on participants, not the up caret. And then in the side panel that shows up in the bottom right corner, claim host.
Oh, yes.
Bye, love. Bye, love. Good night. I love you. Oh, thank you. Did you just burp at me? Gross. Oh, you want to say hi to Melissa?
Hi,
Melissa. All right, go to bed, cutie.
All right.
Give him a hug.
Meeting to order.
All right.
We need to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Did I send those or did you?
When was the last meeting? 9/20. Yeah, you sent them.
Okay. Then I motion to approve the minutes from last time.
I second.
Perfect. Goodness, my cursor is being weird. I can't click on things.
All right,
Where's my
meetings
mouse?
approved, and I will send them tomorrow.
Would you like me taking meeting minutes for this meeting?
I can if you want.
Sure, go for it.
10/27. All right. Approve the minutes, school waste reduction initiatives update. Thank you for dropping those signs and making them and doing all that stuff for me. That's awesome.
I'm happy to. And we can do it again with the compost signs whenever the time comes.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna work with the barrels that we have. Because they're gonna be just like a garbage barrel with like a bag in them. I don't know where we would stick it. It's not like the same like one with the lid.
Oh. Okay, well, think about, I mean, we could also print it similar but small, like if there's just a smaller footprint, we could certainly do a reduced size version of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna put those, I go to the school tomorrow to put those on. And I'm assuming I need to like clean the area before I stick them on the bin.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I didn't on our bins out back, and they've been there since Town Day, give or take. They seem okay. So, I mean, like, give them like a little wipe with a paper towel is probably fine just to get any like chunky debris off, but I don't think you need to like Windex them or anything.
Did you put yours on the top of the lid?
No, I put them right on the front.
Yeah, I'm
like,
just wondering
face.
like where I should put them, because I feel like if you put them on the face, you're gonna have to look down to see it, and it's not gonna be like because they do close the lid of the bins in the lunchroom. So if the lid's closed, they'll be able to see the sign before they open it and put something.
Since we have so many, maybe do both.
Yeah, I mean, we do have one of those green recycling stickers on them, and I think they're on the front. I don't remember where we put them, but I don't know. I'll have to see where this will make sense. Yeah, there's still some investigation that needs to be done about the paper recycling there, so I'm gonna go investigate that as well.
Okay.
And I submitted the grant for the composting,
Oh, great.
the WEF fund. So that was done a week or two ago. And we should be finding out if we got it sometime in November, not sure when.
Okay, cool.
But the plan is to start in January.
Sounds great.
So there'll need to be lots of pre-planning before that to, because I mean, I've only talked to one elementary school. I've only talked to Greenwood. I don't know anybody at any of the other schools, so.
And we're trying to roll it out to all of them in January?
Yeah, well, like rolling basis, so not all at once, like probably one school, and then the next school, and then. So yeah, we're gonna have to get lots of help from people, and I'm hoping to get like a composting volunteer at each school. Probably works there, so you know. And I, you know, if there's like green teams or whatever, they can help out. I just know like the last time they did the program, they kind of relied on students a little bit, maybe too much, and that may not be the best way. But I do know that the facilities director who helped with the grant, he's like, you know, we're all on board, so managers are on board, and I don't think they were last time, so I think that's
well, that helps.
Yeah. So like I think last time like the kids were dumping the compost themselves, so this time the janitors will, and it'll be a little bit better hopefully.
So between now and January, we want to find a volunteer per school and like start some of that process.
Well, I just don't want to do it like before we get the grant. Like I'm assuming we'll get it.
Sure.
I just don't know for sure, and I don't want to like be like, hey, we're starting this. Oh no, we're not.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point.
So I can follow up with Andy Bray, who I've been working with on this, who helps with the program, and he's involved in WEF. So hopefully he can give me a timeline when we'll hear back.
Looks like we got a few more. Oh, sorry, we're still on schools. I was going to switch topics.
I have some news on the survey.
Yeah.
1 second.
I was just going to say that we've got a few additional compost signups.
Oh, compost.
Presumably from some of our various tabling activities over the last month.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, we were at 415, which is up. I don't know. What did the sign say? 408? So.
Yeah, no, I noticed that it even changed from when we were at Town Day to when I did the 101.
Yeah.
So slowly ticking up.
Yep.
So the Erin Kokinda, who's a town economic director, I emailed her to get her list of businesses so that we could send the survey, and she was like, I'm going to talk to Steve Mayo and see if I can just send the survey out. And talked to Steve this past week and he gave the okay. So she was going to send, I don't know how many businesses, if it's all businesses, I have no idea.
Awesome.
Sent it to her business list, and she also sent it to the health department to send to their checklist in town for like permits that they, because the health department's going to be the one that's going to be checking
on the bylaw and stuff.
Businesses are compliant. So she's going to be meeting with the health department inspectors who are new about, the bylaws and, how to go about, checking and all that. So.
Got it. Yeah, I wondered because we got one response in the surveys for the business name test, Erin Kokinda.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if she answered the rest of the questions, but at least she had answered, she had started it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully
we're up to 12, well, 11 responses if you don't count Erin.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Any other restaurants? I think there was only
Let's
two.
see. We had Honeydew Donuts, Harrington's Pub. Nope. Law, Therapy, Financial Trust, Boys and Girls Club, a bank, Flips for Kids, a couple other things that look like insurance or law. Gone to the Dogs. So a mix, not a lot of restaurant yet.
Yeah, as we saw on the chamber list, there really wasn't like a huge amount of restaurants that are members. I don't know, maybe they're just too busy to bother, or just they don't think it makes a difference. But,
yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll have some more survey responses from, Erin sending it out and the health department sending it out.
Yeah, that'd be great. There's not significantly meaningful different results from the surveys so far.
Okay.
75% said I'd consider it for the being recognized as a green business, though. That's pretty good. And one said, sign us up. Who was that?
Nice. Gone to the Dogs.
Oh, it was Erin.
All
right.
Got our hopes up.
All right. Is there anything else interesting in there? So that, Erin. Yeah, not a lot of what questions do you have? What other efforts are you not a lot of other responses and that stuff. So.
Nothing interesting.
Not too much yet. No. Most of the why don't you compost? Just not enough to bother. What prevents you from recycling?
Offices, small offices, then yeah.
Yeah, and what prevents you from recycling more? Mostly logistical challenges. So, or just not much stuff to do it. So, all right. Well, hopefully with some more responses, we'll see some more patterns.
Yeah, and I think, the ones that are like, yes, sign me up, or yes, I want to learn more, then we'll just, follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do we have a way of following up with them? Do we ask for contact? I can't remember.
We did, but that was optional.
Oh, okay.
So some folks have,
Mhm.
about half.
I mean, we can always look it up, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. One thing I forgot to mention about school waste was the pumpkin collection.
Yes, I
That
saw
you-
that. I will
Yeah.
definitely post that and share it broadly.
Okay.
I had a placeholder on my posts list for the pumpkin thing, and it made a note of like, find out more details, where, when.
Mhm.
So I was
Yeah.
glad to see your note.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you are free that day, we could use some volunteers to help load the pumpkins in the Black Earth truck around
Which day is that?
November 9th, I believe. It's a half day for
Okay.
school.
Got it. Perhaps.
I'm gonna ask all the ESC people, but we're still not clear like how many volunteers we need.
Yeah, I probably can't. I have meetings from like 1 through the end of the afternoon. I mean, I guess depends on sort of what time the truck is coming, but
Yeah, they're supposed to show up at the first school at 12:30.
yeah.
I don't know which school yet.
Okay.
But anyways, I want to mention that.
Cool. But yes, we'll absolutely post about the pumpkin thing. I'm also going to post about snack wrappers, to bring them to Subaru and REI.
No, the box is gonna get too full for me to put mine in. No, it takes the REI at least a while to like replace the box.
So REI, when I called them, said that they do it through Subaru.
Oh,
Actually, that they like partnered with Subaru for it. I don't know how quickly Subaru replenishes the boxes.
interesting. So it's up to Subaru to get the boxes.
That was the impression I got. Yeah.
I've just run into
And I did at Subaru last time. I tried 2 different ways to check in with Subaru on like, how much do you love us promoting this? I both asked like when I went to get my car serviced a bit ago, and the guy was gonna, go check with his manager, but didn't really know. And I like sent a note in through their website, and I didn't hear back on either account. So I'm taking that to mean that we're just gonna go ahead.
Is their box usually pretty full?
No, not when I've gone. And I think they have 2. I think they have like in 2 different parts of their like loungy area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I just has one like at the front of the store, and it's usually pretty full. Yeah, so maybe you want to like tell people to go to Subaru, not REI.
Okay. Or we tell REI to like make sure you've emptied your box before Halloween.
Oh yeah. Yikes. I mean, you also, I'm not sure if you know, but like they only collect the wrappers that have the like foil lining. So like the shiny silver lining.
Oh, I didn't know that, because on the box it just says snack wrappers.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's just the like silver lined.
Okay. I mean, would we want to get a box and put it somewhere? Just as ESC?
Wrappers or something?
For snack wrappers.
Okay.
Just as a like post Halloween.
Where would we put it? I don't think we would get it. Well, I guess we would use a different box and then get it later, I guess.
I mean, we could have a box at each of the pumpkin drop-offs. and then combine it into one TerraCycle box. Or more if you get a ton. You know, people probably have eaten up about a third of their Halloween candy by November 9th.
Yeah, I mean, we already sent that flyer out. Let's see how much the boxes are. Snack wrappers. So it goes, small box is 86, medium 141, large 218. You think people would save them?
Sorry, say that again. I was taking my headphones out of my ears.
You think people would save the wrappers?
I mean, some small subset of people will.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really get a huge amount of participation from those pouches.
Right. But everyone eats Halloween candy. So only people with 4-year-olds are eating. 2 to 4-year-olds.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to make sure we're using our budget smartly, in a smart way.
Yep.
Because like, I know that people wanted that, you know, the Trex plastic bag collection. So there was a lot of people that were interested in that.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, we can just send people to Subaru. I just don't know how many. I don't know whether people but like it if it's easier, will they bother more than if it's like going over to Subaru and finding it in their lounge.
Yeah, and like if we just do it like on one day, then we're probably not gonna get a huge amount.
True, versus like anyone can go to Subaru any day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll just post that. And if we hear back from folks that their box is overflowing, we'll send them a note and remind them to get a fresh box.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else on the agenda, so if we want to talk about anything else.
Uh,
I just had the school waste and then the survey. Those were really the big items.
Any interesting feedback from any of the tablings? Like any of the ideas in the idea bin relevant to our committee?
Let's see. Recycling options for household batteries.
Mm.
Plastic item recycling. Like tubs, trash cans. And TerraCycle boxes for toothpaste. This is from like this is from not recent. This is from, yes. I think this is from the recycling event in May. I still have them. And most of them are related to tracks. So that's why I haven't really done much. Have TerraCycle boxes for toothpaste and black takeout containers for the community at schools or behind town hall or the pit. And then plastic bags. The only ones we only got 2 from all 3 events we've had this month, sadly. One of them says trees, exclamation point. The other one says
I think that was Myra.
use more environmentally friendly practices in landscaping town land, e.g. don't put in sod and sprinkler systems.
Yes, that was a very specific story someone came to tell us. There's like there's some town property that had been like renovated or something, and there was like a bit of land in there that, you know, at a corner is like at a waste facility. It was at some stinky facility, it's like not a pocket park. It's not anywhere anyone's going to hang out, but they put down grass and sprinklers and are like trying to cultivate lawn there, which they're saying, and frankly I agree, is like silly to try to cultivate lawn on this little stretch. They should have just planted some native easy pollinators that are just going to hang out and be happy. Yeah. So like, how do we get the town to, or whatever contractors deal with the landscaping on town property, to do more native planting for that kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that sounds like a land use.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I can send that to them. But yeah, we didn't really get a lot of ideas this time around.
Okay. Do you know if we've gotten any student volunteer applications?
I haven't heard anything. I thought Sherry was gonna let me know, but I haven't heard anything.
When's the deadline?
I think it's tomorrow.
Okay. I hope we get some.
You were gonna post again?
Yeah, I mean, but if the deadline's tomorrow, then maybe it's too late. I should have posted a couple days ago.
It's all right. And maybe she's just waiting till tomorrow. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else? I think all the like how to recycle different things on the website looks pretty good. I'm excited for that. And I'm posting some of those things too. I'll just continue to sort of cycle through the various FYIs and how to recycle certain things and get rid of textiles. And
yeah, let me take a look at see if there's anything about adding. Where am I going here? Program and helpful tips.
Yep.
Soap and compost and element reduction.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. For the next big committee meeting, ESC meeting, are we having the recycling person come talk with us?
Oh, Yeah, I need to, yeah, I had talked to her about it a while ago. And now I need to follow up and make sure.
Okay, because I was going to post about that also to like let folks know that if they're interested, they should come to the meeting to hear about it.
Yes.
So if you could let me know when you know, I will post that.
Yeah, let me find my last email with her and double check. Yeah, I guess I should send out an email to the group asking them to come up with questions.
Mhm.
Did you have anything in mind that you wanted her to talk about?
I mean, I think mostly just like what are the biggest like education things? Like what do you wish people knew and followed better?
Mhm.
What are the most like detrimental things that people commonly do wrong? What have
Yeah.
you seen work for getting people to do better? Like have you seen other towns do anything particularly helpful in raising awareness to get people to stop putting grocery bags in their recycling?
Yeah,
You know, and I mean, and I think folks these days are also just wondering about like how much recycling is actually getting recycled.
did you see the NPR article?
No.
Yeah, there's a NPR article about a Greenpeace study that was saying that like basically like 5% of all plastics are recycled, and recycling communities all up in arms about it. And it's basically it's kind of misleading. It's making people think that like they shouldn't recycle at all. There's no point. And that's very misleading, the way that they
Mm,
put out the data, because they were looking at like everything that's plastic, like, you know, it's everything, like not just like bottles.
office chairs and
Yeah, anything that's made out of plastic.
Yeah.
Basically. So it's very misleading. And that's how a lot of people like do talk about it.
Right.
Which is wrong. Like,
Mhm.
so. Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation for sure.
But yeah, I think if there's just like tips on this, please stop putting these things in there. I know they look recyclable, but they're not. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Let
what-
me, so what are common issues you see people making? That was one of your questions, right?
Yeah.
And what are other towns doing to solve the issues? Right, and provide education.
Yeah. Like have they seen any really good you know, content, memes, picture, you know, like
Yeah,
infographics about which things are or are not recyclable.
right.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, DPW doesn't really do a lot of that type of thing.
um, I mean, and just any like cool stats on how much of our town's like is,
Wakefield specific staff.
yeah. Yeah, just like any cool nuggets of information, like are we recycling more than we used to? Are we recycling better or worse than we used to? Like,
Well, yeah, I'm not sure they're gonna have any, so.
oh right, because we changed vendors a couple years ago,
Yeah,
right?
well, no, Republic bought out JRM, so.
Oh,
Our historical data lives in JRM or got transferred or what, but I mean, we can ask.
and you know what? Actually, for getting the occasional weird echo. The conversation we had a meeting or two ago about bigger buildings,
Yeah,
like apartment buildings, like do they have any good,
yeah,
like what is helpful for being able to get apartment buildings or other larger spaces? Because that was one of the things in the survey.
yeah,
And some of the like our whole office park doesn't recycle. That's the reason we don't recycle, is our office park doesn't do recycling.
yeah.
So for buildings, like apartment buildings and office parks, like how do we make it, you know, are there good ways to make it easier?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people at Wakefield were talking to me about that, and you know, basically it seemed like every event we went to this past month, somebody mentioned that to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a huge issue, and I mean, that's probably like, I don't know if it's one that we want to start thinking about.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, it feels like a big one that would be great for us to tackle.
yeah. I just don't want to have like too many things.
Sure.
And then like we don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can like start thinking about like our options. So the first one was that Anne had mentioned was, what did she mention?
I'm gonna say I've got this in
That somewhere.
a couple times ago.
I think I have it in.
Right, it was like folded into dumpster permit,
Hmm.
make a rule about new construction needing to have recycling.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Make a central drop-off location like we've got for the cardboard.
Okay, wait. Start from the beginning, sorry.
Okay, sorry, it was
Get this in the meeting minutes. What was it?
folded into the dumpster permit.
So,
Like make it a requirement of a dumpster permit.
what was the other one?
Second was putting a rule in place for new buildings being constructed to require it of new buildings. And the third was have a central pickup location like we have for the cardboard. Ideally, that is a little bit more.
Central town drop off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I thought there was one other option, but it's not in my notes.
Yeah, no, I think those are good. Start with. Yeah, it'd be interesting to understand where the cardboard goes that the town collects.
Mhm.
'Cause it's like,
Anne had some stats last meeting about how much cardboard we'd collected.
I mean, if there's probably, it's probably like a specific cardboard dealer. It's probably not like a recycling company.
Where it's like it's not Republic. It's a specific
Yeah.
other.
I'm also wondering. So I recently found out that because as part of the greenhouse gas inventory, we had to collect some trash data from DPW. So they only have data from Republic for like residential pickup, but they also, the DPW themselves collects trash around town, like
Mm,
Main
right, they're little
Street,
they're
at the
little orange.
parks. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Isn't
like that.
recycle, isn't there recycle bins on Main Street or no? Part of the Big Belly,
Yes.
so where does that go? Is it just not recycled? They just throw it in the trash. Yeah, I'm just wondering, because I was gonna ask Anne about that. Anyways, because like I didn't even think about the separation of those things, and that it's the DPW that's like picking up some of the trash themselves. So I'm just wondering, like, where do they send the trash? Because, you know, are they sending it to landfill, incineration? That was part of like the question, inventory. And then other question would be, what do they do with the recycling? Because if they have some way to, you know, send the recycling somewhere, then we could have that central
Mhm.
cost.
Right. I mean, and I could imagine even depending on like what a central drop off could be, like maybe it is more economical for the DPW or whomever if it's not single stream, right? Like we have cardboard separated. Could they, like, would it be better if you had three, you know, you had a glass and a, you know, cans recycling in a central location?
Mhm.
That wouldn't solve everything, but it would at least, you know, for people who want to bother, they would have somewhere to go.
You can always save your cans and go to the redemption place.
Yeah, I meant cans, like not just soda, but like tuna and cat food and
Yeah,
all of the metal cans.
non-beverage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a conversation with both Republic and DPW might bring some of that to light. So maybe when the Republic person comes, we can ask about, like, have you seen other towns solve for, you know, apartment buildings and complexes that don't want to pay for their recycling?
Yeah, they'll probably be like, yeah, they can hire us.
Right. I mean, and is there like, I don't know, are there better rates if we can talk the 6 buildings into it? Do we get, you know, can we get them a discount if we can talk all 6 buildings into signing up or something?
Yeah,
Because it would certainly be, you know, you get a higher uptake if it's right at the building. Right, people recycle more if they don't have to bring it to a central location.
yeah.
So the best thing would be to enable and persuade the buildings to recycle on site.
Yeah, I mean, I was also wondering about the compost thing at buildings. I texted you about that.
Yeah.
I was not clear like what the answer was. I mean, if there's a place to like put something at the curb, then you could just, you know, do what any other house does and
I would think so, yeah.
and then put it at the curb, but I just don't know, like, there's probably an issue with Black Earth coming to the apartment buildings to get it, if there's an issue with the trash people coming there,
Mhm.
property, you know, so I just don't know if that same rule applies.
Right, well, and is it easier for like one small green bin to be out on the sidewalk in front of a apartment building versus like however many barrels worth of recycling they might have? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe worth asking Black Earth about apartment building composting. Cause I mean, like, it'd be nice if they could at least do that, but not recycling.
Mhm. Right, I think the question there is like, is it the building doing it or is it up to individuals to sign up?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be up to individuals. It's just a matter of like, if the landlord of the building will allow the tenants to put their bins in the curb, allow Black Earth to come get them, like, what's the setup?
Yeah.
On the property.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a few apartment buildings and condo buildings in town.
Mhm. Right, like I think I mentioned there's a 4-pack, a 4-unit on my street. Well, I guess technically they're a street over. Their like parking is on our street. They have a Black Earth bin that's out on our street every week.
Mhm.
They're a 4-pack, not a big building, but
Yeah, if it's like side by side condos, it's probably a little easier, right?
Mhm.
Cause
But
maybe,
yeah, if you can put a bin on a
maybe they're
sidewalk.
just individually owned and there's no, you know,
Mhm.
it's just like a single family type of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's definitely something we should ask Republic about.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that would be good to inform us on like next steps to that.
Yeah, and like, should it be something we try to enforce through a town rule
Yeah.
versus like just make some other solution available? Because we have now heard of several people who like bring their recycling elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people came up to our table talking about it.
Yeah.
We want to do something about it, and I told them we're gonna do something about it, so hopefully.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Our next meeting is, which table are we supposed to be on? Third Wednesday.
Will it be the 16th?
I can't do the 16th. I'm away that week.
So the 23rd?
Yeah,
That's the day before Thanksgiving. But
yeah. We could do like the 21st or the 22nd.
22nd would be better for me. Alan's away the 21st, so I'll be doing bedtime.
Okay.
So 22nd works.
22nd.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Yes. Second. Yes.
Third, fourth.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks.
have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
Yeah.